And hello to all my Libra friends. I would like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and today I'll be doing your free psychic tarot reading for May 2022. Now today they've dialed up for you a relationship spread. One spread that I have not done in my almost year of doing these on YouTube for general readings. First time I've been asked to do a relationship spread. This will be a first for my Libras, of course. Now, a relationship spread is an interaction between person A and person B. You are one of these people, more than likely. That's really how it's set up. We're going to do two relationship spreads because, quite frankly, one is too short and more than two is too long. Doing three of them is just way too lengthy, so we're going to stick with two. At the end of your reading, we're going to do a rune stone that we're going to pull that's going to encompass Libra for the month of May. We're also going to do a little extra at the end of your reading. They've asked for an animal totem reading. They want me to do one. So that is more focused on the moment. It's not about transitions. It's really all about what's going on right now, in which case is May. So we're going to get started right now. The cards are already shuffled. I'm going to bring you in right here so you can watch. And we are rolling. All right, Libra, so these are my ritual cuts. I like to do them live and on camera every single time, just so that you can kind of see what I'm doing, share the table with me, and it's the same procedure as if you were here getting a personal private reading. That satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot, and then the decks are ready to go. All right, so here we go. Relationship spread. This is going to be split into two groups. I guess I kind of told you that once. There's the middle. And on this left side, this is the other person. I'm going to move these cards around so you can see them better also. And this is you on this side, if it's you. We're going to do two groups. So like I said, this, I guess I should give you the disclaimer. It's kind of my first time doing this on camera as well. So not used to talking about it like I am my other ones. So what we're doing here is a relationship between two people. We're going to do two sets of them. So this first one may not resonate with you at all. This may be for other Libras, guys, but I'm going to give you the whole kind of package. Person. Not a person. Person, not a person. Okay. Just checking a couple things here. I do also have some inverts I need to attend to and check out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough to matter. Okay, so it's actually good to be run as is. It just kind of looks like there's more inverted than there are. Okay, so here we go. Make sure it's on view. Well, I told you we're doing two, so let me, I guess, get them all on camera. Like I said, you know, growing pains here, doing this for my first time. So let me put this up here. We'll show you both kind of all in the same shot because I do want you to see both. All right, so set two. This will be the middle. This will be the other person. And this will be you. Simple, simple, complicated. All right, check the inverts there. 1, 2, good to go. All right, so everything is ready. You got to kind of picture this as being linear, even though I kind of have it like an arc. So this is 2, and up top will be 1. See what I got in view, what I don't. Well, I'm just going to kind of pan the view along so you can kind of see everything mostly in view. Okay, so there we go. Let's get to work. That's the main part that I wanted to share with you. Let's get to it, Libra. If my camera would like to stop. Maybe. There we go. Okay, Libra, let's do story 1, if you will. Relationship story 1. All right, so you and this other person that we're talking about, it may become clear who we're talking about as we start discussing it. It may be clear to you maybe when we get into the next story, or, you know, if you're thinking about a certain person, that might be actually what pulls through kind of right off the bat. So here we go. What the card that lies between you guys here in the relationship, because a relationship could be a friendship, it could be any level all the way up to romantic. A relationship does not need to be romantic. You have a relationship, for example, with your mother, with your child, with your best friend. These are all relationships. They're just different kinds. So what comes up first here is a brand new idea, needing to think of a new way to do things. This whatever crosses you guys here has been used, abused, and it's past the point of its prime. This deck that they wanted to use for you guys here, Libra, they're showing a horse that is, well, I guess it's a unicorn, but it is past the point of its prime. It is kind of like decaying and falling apart here. And I'm going to show you a close-up picture of this here. But you can see here that, she's kind of hanging on to old ideas, which is representative of the unicorn itself. And it's falling apart. It's just not really working. Okay, so this is a call for new ideas. Okay, stop doing things the old way when they don't work. It's not going to get any better until you start coming up with new ways of thinking. It all starts up here. It's a Ace of Swords. Swords is the cerebral suit, so that's really what starts before I get into any of the other cards. Now let's get on to the other person's side. Likely here the other person is a woman. I have double queens. That's letting me know that we're talking about a person on this side. Or it could be just another person involved with this person on the other side. I have also kind of some weird work stuff on their side, their end of this relationship. Not really sure what that's about, but it's it could be even coming in this month. That's probably why I'm reading this month. Truthfully, guys, there's some weird work stuff coming in with this woman. And probably later in the month, probably after the full moon, which is the 16th. We'll talk about more of that with the moon cycles. We also have action on their part coming in mentally. So they're making up their mind with some things. Not only making up their mind, but taking steps in their head. So they're kind of deciding some things. And interesting how that pertains to you, because you may or may not know that. That may be something that they just keep in, or it may be something that they share with you. But those are the factors for what they're going through. Now, just to describe you on your side, this is kind of where you can probably attach or detach to this first relationship spread. We start with really, really slow energy. Okay, you're trying to take this thing slow. Maybe digest it more, figure it out. You're actually quite worried about whatever is that's going on here between the two of you. They do show the Two of Swords here upside down. It's inverted. Your eyes are fogged up, so it's saying you're not seeing things very clearly. You're not really sure which way this is going, and maybe being slow is the right call here. It's probably for the best. It's kind of an interesting mix because you have the sun energy on your card, so this is just like a glorious thing to see, despite the rest, which is, I guess the rest is really just the anxiety and how you're letting this kind of eat at your mind. You're letting it live in your mind rent-free. And besides that, your side looks really good because, we have the Sun card, and for my Angel Oracle card, they gave me serendipity. So, you can almost just not draw up a better side to the relationship. So I guess the advice for you here is take heed of what I said about the other side. Just know that they're making up their mind. Know that they got some weird stuff going on at work. And, that it's either about a woman or there's another woman that's coming up on the other side of this equation. On your side, like I said, just to kind of review, we talked about slow. We talked about the anxiety, the stuff in your head. Keep in mind that the stuff in your head may be illusionary. It may not even be real. Especially if you're worrying about future events or future outcomes. The future is not real. It is not here yet. All we have is the present moment. So just try to bring it back to present day if you can. And, maybe take things day by day, perhaps. So there's the first relationship set story. Let's get into number 2. Number 2 is a story between two people that are coming out of a brutal phase. Really brutal, either fights or just war and chaos, just kind of a mess all over the place. And this is on the other end of that now. So now it's starting to calm down, or at least we're getting to a mode that's more kind of able to be repaired or amended between these two people, between likely you and this other person. We have, let's start with their side again. Their side, they're upside down about either a relationship. It could be with you. It's the Two of Cups. It's usually two people that are bonded. So this could be you and them, or them and someone else, depending on the context of your story. They are really not sure about which way is up. They're not really sure about which way things are going and what they should do. Very emotionally kind of not with it. Emotionally either unstable or maybe just hurt emotionally. They feel like they've made a bad decision, and maybe that's why they're kind of beating themselves up to a point here and not really sure what to do about it. They're trying to find peace, but there is just an air of a bad decision here. And I don't know if it was their decision. I don't know if it was, if that's how they feel about if you were the one that made the decision or what this is, but that's what's coming up. We have bad decision there. They're trying to find peace. They show that with my egg picture here with the word peace and the little dove flying above it. So that's their goal. That's what they're trying to do and what they're trying to accomplish. That's important for you to know, because motive is a huge deal for any kind of thing, especially in resolutions. On your side, they're talking about the trophy case emotional card. It's an accomplishment of some form. So whatever you've done here has really boosted yourself. You've really either put yourself on a pedestal or just accomplished something really great. You know, maybe it had to be walking away from this person, maybe getting over something from the past. You know, hard to say exactly, but that's that first card. Next card, let's see what we have. 7 of Cups. So we have a lot of different choices here. There's a lot of different ways that you can take this. So you know, keep in mind that you have a lot of options. You're not limited. You're not fixated on, you know, just one choice here. This is not the only person for you. If that's the context of what we're talking about here, there's a lot of different ways this can go. So don't be stuck, very similar to the first story, don't be stuck hanging on to old ideas or past things that are just not good for you. You know, we basically don't want to deal with that at all. We'll talk about that more in the moon cycles momentarily. We also here have the Hoarder card, the 4 of Pentacles. It is basically saying that you've been hanging on to something for too long and it's time to let it go. I think to a point, a lot of you have done something like that already, but this is more heart-driven, even though it's a pentacle. It's because in the deck that they wanted me to use for you guys, it is an actual heart, is what they're showing, a bird on a rib cage and a heart inside of that. So it's really letting go of something attached to your heart. It's a heart tie. It's a heart cordage, if you will. So that's like a big deal there. So that is the description of what's going on. Also a lot of advice in there too. Very exciting stuff there. It's very descriptive too, very specific, and that is both the wonderful part of the relationship spread and also the detriment, because in a general reading, the more specific you get, you know, it makes people feel like either it's all about them or it's not about them at all. So that's kind of the risk that I run by doing this. But you know, I just do my job. I do what I'm supposed to do, and then I get out of the way and let you figure it out. So that is the relationship spread. So on to the moon cycles. The moon cycles, I like to give you guys the forecast every single month so you know what's coming. You're going to see how this lines up really perfect, precisely for that also. We have the full moon, middle of the month, May 16th. That's the best time to get anything out of your life. We've talked about a lot of kind of stuff that could be very purging energy there. That is much better placed if you can the middle of the month. Doesn't have to be about anything we talked about. This could be about getting rid of old things, cleaning out a garage, getting rid of bad habits, emotional baggage, even people. We did talk about that also in here. So all that kind of stuff fits much better middle of the month. We have the new moon coming in May 30th, end of the month. Very, very strong with new stuff, bringing new stuff into your life. We didn't really talk so much about that here, but let me just kind of give you the broader sense of that. If you're trying to do something new with diet or exercise, bring in new love to attract new people. If you're trying to do something new with work, start a new business, or maybe improve a business, bring it to the next step. All these things are brand new. That's much better placed beginning of the month because we got new moon energy from April still, or end of May because we have May 30th with that new moon. So that presents itself very well. I've put together a visual aid. If any of this is confusing to you, you guys can kind of use it like a cheat sheet. It's on my website, scottsagent.com. It's parked on the videos page. You go to the videos page at the bottom there, you'll see the whole thing. You can check that out for May as well as June. So there's your moon cycles. Now let's get into your animal totem. Actually, before I do the animal totem, let's do your runestone while I'm looking at all these cards. So we're going to pull the runestone here for Libra. It's going to be this guy right here. All right, so let me show you. this is the rune stone of fertility. Okay, so that's important because, fertile time. Okay, fertile time, it's kind of like the Empress card in tarot. This is a fertile time for new beginnings. That new moon is going to be huge for my Libras. Also, fertile time can kind of translate and eke into the physical realm too, which means, fertility like conception and giving birth. But also the birth of new ideas, new things that are actually real. I shouldn't say new ideas, but like actual new things. It would be like a launch of a business would be very, very fertile birth type energy where it's real to the touch. Also, fertility comes in, like I said, it could be conception. So if that's something you're trying to do, keep that in mind. If it's something you're not trying to do, also keep that in mind, that it's just a very fertile time for Libras. So especially since a lot of some stuff in that relationship, both of the relationship spreads, quite honestly, or kind of some stuff that is either weird or just not necessarily right for you or right at this time, keeping in mind that fertility is a huge deal because you don't want to do that for sure with the wrong person. You don't want to get involved with that. So that is a big deal for the rune stone there. So there is your fertility rune stone for the month. And you can also use that for other things too, because it's just saying that it's very feminine energy also, and that it's very, very ripe for anything that you're trying to kind of plant the seed for. Now let's get into your animal totem. I said one animal totem, right? One animal totem, and I can't do that one because that's a major. That's a major. There's our animal totem. This is going to be 7 Pentacles invert. So let me check my list because I have quite a lot of them. And I haven't accounted them all to memory yet because there's just so many of them. 7 Pentacles inverted. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Okay, so they threw me one that I have not done yet for a general reading. It is a Rooster. So Rooster, time to get up early. Time to get things done in the AM, not the PM. Get up early, rise and shine, get things done. Be loud and be heard in the month of May. Do not be quiet. Be vocal. It's very throat chakra related stuff here. It's, don't keep things in. Don't lock it up. Let it out. Okay. Of course, you can do it tastefully. You don't have to be an a-hole about it, but let people know what's going on. Communicate very well, just like the rooster is loud and sometimes obnoxious, but he usually gets his way. So he's also sounding the alarm. So if you see anything that's out of place, do your part to sound the alarm or to alert other people. Maybe that could be used in a helpful type scenario of some form. But the rooster energy is pretty much what I described in a nutshell. There's not much else to it. It's one of the simpler ones, but at the same time, quite fun. And the messages are pretty abundantly clear of where they're trying to go with that. So that is the entire reading here. I need to also tell you guys too about the newsletter program. I have a brand new launch of a program I'm very excited about. I want to share with you. It is my Chakra and Health Scrub mini audio product. Now, you might have heard of that before because I've done those in my readings for quite a while. The Chakra Scrub as well as the Health Scrub is just something I do as an extra piece here for you guys for not every single month, but when they call for it, that's what I do. Now, the exciting part about it is that now it is personalized to you. You can get it for yourself. Okay, so that is a new product launching right now. It's on the website, scottsagent.com. You can check that out. And while you're on the website, join the newsletter program because my newsletter program lets people check out some free stuff. I give you guys promo codes on readings. I only send one newsletter email each month, so it's a no-brainer to sign up for that. That's the very bottom of my homepage, scottsagent.com. And like I said, my newsletter people are beta testing this product right now. It is going to be fantastic of a great hit. Just to expand on what is already out there, a lot of good stuff for you guys. So that is the entire reading. I think we've been through everything, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Please remember to like and subscribe so you see the future videos. Take care. Have a great May.